Hello beautiful makeup lovers, thanks for tuning in, and hello and welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you some items that, even though I'm on a low buy this year, which means I'm gonna buy 2 items per month the whole year of 2019, and even though I'm on this low buy, I will be for sure, or like 99.9% picking those up if they are going to be released. So it means I'm gonna use one of those 2 items per month that I allow myself on buying those items. I hope this makes sense. So those are items I'm so sure that they will be like totally what I want, items that I'm sure they're gonna make a new nice addition to my collection and that are gonna make sense newly in my collection. And also maybe sometimes because I really love the brand or I really love certain things they do, and I want to share those items with you, and I thought it would be fun to share those because I definitely have some on my mind, and see then in the end of the year or at some point, you know, if this actually became true. So I wanted to share this, and before I ramble on, let's get started. The first thing I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy it is if Pat McGrath is going to come out with a new eyeshadow palette, with a new mothership, a big mothership palette. I am pretty sure I'm going to buy this because I love the mothership palettes. I know they're expensive as hell, but I really love those. I have here one just for reference, how it looks like. And I really love the formula on those. I think they're really something special, and all the mothership palettes that I have, they really are a special addition to my collection. So I feel they would fulfill the criteria that I try to apply to makeup items that I buy during this year, which is please bring something special to my collection. And I feel like this would be the case with the new mothership. And I think I'm going to say this for every item, but this is really, of course, only unless it's something entirely like, what is this, like a palette only with beige or something, which I don't think she will do, but just, you know, that's why it's 99.9% and not 100%. So, and the second thing that I will for sure pick up if it's going to be restocked this year is also from Pat McGrath, and this is the Decadence Palette. I know it's limited edition, and it's sold out since a lot of months already, but I hear more here and there always like people saying like they're gonna bring it back, or I heard they're gonna bring it back. So I don't really know if this is just something that keeps feeding itself as a rumor, but if they bring it back during this year, I will buy that palette as well. So another item that I have here some kind of show examples around, that's why I'm coming sometimes towards you. Another item, and I also have a list, so another item that for sure I am going to buy if it's gonna be released this year, I hope so, is if Hourglass is coming out for the holidays again with this 6-pan Ambient Lightening palette. I didn't get the one of last year or ever actually, one of those 6-pan ones, but I did get in the end of last year I did get this one here, which is the Ambient Lightning palette in Dim Light, and no, in Dim Edit, and that's how it looks like. And they have the 6-panners that they usually would release for the holidays. And since I have this one, I'm really like, oh my god, that's amazing, and I would love to have the 6-panner of this. It's sold out everywhere. Probably, I mean, I don't want it as much that I'm gonna go on the internet and gonna search like a crazy person, but definitely if they come out with a 6-panner palette this year for the holidays, I will pick it up because I think it's a very unique face powder palette that I don't have plenty. I think I have like 2 face palettes, I think, and besides that I don't have like really this kind of like, you know, powders that are really just meant to enhance your face rather than being a specific blush or a specific contour, you know. I hope that makes sense, but really loving this, want one of those 6-panners. So let's move on to the next thing, which is, this is actually something that I saw just yesterday or today, one of those days. I saw announced on Instagram. So Cliona Cosmetics announced that they're gonna be releasing like a multi-chrome formula, and I'm not at a good foot with every formula that Cliona Cosmetics has, But for example, I don't like their matte formula that much. The metallics are okay, but I really love their duochromes. Like, they have this duochrome collection, which I have all of them, which is I believe it's Witchcraft and Alchemy collection, and those I really love. These are this kind of like more subtle duochromes. Like, I am definitely, when it comes to duochromes, I'm more this person who likes like a subtle shift rather than this one, like from one angle it looks red and from the other entirely blue. Like, I like if this not a super opaque duochrome, let's say. And they're gonna come out with multi-chromes, and since I really love, this is definitely the favorite thing I have from Clionadh Cosmetics in my collection, and I'm pretty sure that if the multi-chromes are coming in a nice, like in nice colors, that I am gonna be picking those up, but I will have to see like the kind of price range as well and which kind of colors. Like, if it's gonna be very similar looking to the colors they have in here, I'm not sure about it, but as far as what I've seen, it looks really promising. So I'm really excited for this. Okay, let's move on. So the next thing that I'm pretty sure gonna pick up if it's gonna be released, and it's color story wise up my alley, is if Natasha Denona is coming out with a new one of her 15-pan palettes. Like, here is reference of the Lila palette, and I just recently did a video on Natasha Denona. I think I'm planning to post this one right after my Natasha Denona video, so you know, maybe if you saw that one, how I feel about it. And if the color story is like really nice, I would really love if she does something like along the lines like very pink orientated. Like, this one is pinky purplish, but I would love to see something from her which is very crazy pink, if this makes sense. So something like this, you know, and I'm pretty sure if it's not like a super boring color story, that I will pick it up. Let's move on. And what's the next thing that I wanted to talk about? My handwriting is terrible here. Of course, I also have it in front of me. The next thing that I for sure will pick up if a new release is coming out, like new shades are released. I just have two here for reference, and if there's gonna be new shades of the Linda Hallberg Fantasticks, like, I have here two now as reference, but I actually have all of them. They have 5 shades, and I love those. They are great. I love the formula. It's like a tinted lip balm, but very long lasting, very easy to apply. Love those a lot. And if she would come out with like new shades of those, I would for sure buy those, because all the shades that I have are really nice, really versatile as well. Like, she has one that's very cool toned, and cool tone is usually a little bit difficult for me to pull off in a lipstick. But with her lipstick, the cool toned one, I totally can get away, because it's just the right amount of opaqueness that it doesn't make you look odd, and I really like that. And yeah, I'm super happy about those Fantasticks, and would definitely be happy to pick some more, maybe like a peachy tone, something like this. That would be really cool. Okay, next thing. So the next thing that I would definitely pick up if it comes out is if Lethal Cosmetics is gonna release a new collection. So I have here one of a self-made palette from them. That's not a collection from them, but that palette was on top from them, so I picked it. They usually come out, or usually, like, they came out with 2 12-shade collections, which are sold as singles. And I think if they would come out again with one of those collections this year, I would probably pick that up. It would have to be very bad, like color story wise, for me to say like no thank you, because I just love Lethal Cosmetics. It's one of my favorite brands, definitely. So I would for sure pick this up, because I really love the formula. I love the brand itself, what they stand for, and also, yeah, that they are based in Berlin, because I lived in Berlin for a long time and I just like to support Berlin businesses. So that might be a bit biased, but I'm sure that's allowed with makeup, right? Okay, let's move on. The next thing that I would for sure pick up as well, if it would be released this year again, is these lip bundles that Dose of Colors released for the holiday season, they released like a lip bundle where one of those was this little mini liquid lipsticks that were like a pack of 4. Why I'm having such a hard time articulating that. So they released a set of 4 mini liquid lipsticks for the holiday season last year, and I really enjoyed that set. I just pulled out one for reference here. This is the color Heartbreaker, and I really enjoyed this set. I had like really good time with it. I used it a lot during the winter time, especially because it was like holiday and I felt like, oh, I have to use it now, whatever. But I really like those. I really enjoy, especially for example the color Stone that they had in there. Really pretty shades, and also I love the formula, and I think it's a really good deal actually, considering how much you usually pay for the full size one. And I just love mini liquid lipsticks. Like, it's just something that's totally enough for someone like me who has a way too big lipstick collection. So if they would come out with this set again, and it's not I don't know, like all greens, because I don't wear this kind of colors on my lips, I will definitely buy those. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. The next thing I have here is, so there's one brand I have like I think the most single eyeshadows from, and it's Sydney Grace. I have here one just for reference. These are all her, like all the ones that I have from her that are more cool toned, and I love the Sydney Grace formula so much. Especially the mattes are just great. I'm sure everybody in the beauty community knows this by now, but I think it can never get enough recognition. I love the Sydney Grace mattes and the shimmers, especially if it's from her pigment section and not from her actual shimmer section. They are also really beautiful. And yeah, if she would come out with a new thing, she did come out with a new one. I'll let you know in a bit how I dealt with this, but not in this video. But if she will come out with like a new palette, she came out with the Autumn Rain palette. I didn't get the palette, but I get the bundle with the singles. And if she would come out with something new, she usually comes out with bundles, I would probably get this because I just love it. And those are definitely shades that I pull in all the time with other palettes and everything. If I need a matte, like if I ever need a matte to complete, like for example for Pat McGrath, she usually just has 2 mattes in her big Mothership palettes. If I would pull in another matte, it would be, most of the time it would be from Sydney Grace. So yeah, I'm really into this brand, so I would probably pick this up. Okay, unless of course, like I already mentioned with every other thing, the color story is totally off my game. Okay, let's move on. I have a couple of more here. This is also from Linda Hallberg. If she would be releasing another crayon set, I would be very interested in that, because I do have the Mood crayons here. You can see that I have like, I think I have almost all the crayons that she offers. Like I don't have the core crayon set, which I'm a bit bummed about and I didn't pick it up. Anyway, but she has like these most amazing crayons. Since I have the Mood crayons and all her other crayons, I do include using crayons when I'm doing my eyelid look. What is it today? What is it? When I do my eye look, I do use more crayons now rather than just in the waterline, and I'm really enjoying those. They have such a lasting power and they make you really creative. Like to me it really worked, this whole like be your own creator thingy really worked on me, and if she releases some new crayons, I would be totally up for that. And yeah, next thing, I think I have only one left, yes, and this is, if Dose of Colors, I'm pretty brand strict here somehow, I don't know. If Dose of Colors would come out, like they do have those palettes here where I have 4 of them. They have this 5-pan palettes. I have no idea why I keep those in those cartoons. I usually don't do that, but okay. Like here for the Blushing Berries, for example, and they have this 5-pan shades in there. It's like always following one color scheme. I'm sure you know those. And I love those. They're great accompanying matte palettes if you have like, I have a lot of shimmer single eyeshadows, and sometimes I just want to grab, when I, for example, travel, like a couple of single shimmers and then just grab one of those, and that's it, you know. So I don't need to worry too much of what to pick, and I love those as accompanying palettes, as like just using them on their own. I think they're great. And the only one I didn't like too much was the Snow Angel one, which was the holiday release. Man, why is this so reflective? This one, I do have a review with this one up on my channel. I did not enjoy this one too much, but the regular ones like the Blushing Berries, the Sassy Siennas, and the Marvelous Mauves, I really love those. And if they would come out preferably with like, I would really love to see a purple one. I would also really love to see a green, maybe green one would be super pretty, or even like a blue one, you know, that, like really nice colors, or I don't know, like I really would love to see those. And it's a bit of wishful thinking, I guess, that I want them to release those so I can pick it up. And yeah, if they would release one of those, like I already said, like I'm repeating myself here. I'm articulating myself today really badly. I'm sorry about that. I have been speaking a lot today and I just lost my ability to speak. Anyway, if they would release a nice, how do you call it, quintet again this year with a nice color story, I would for sure pick this up. So these were all the things, I think. Yes. These were all the things I wanted to share with you. So you can see I have pretty much a direction that I like to go. It's pretty much eyeshadows, let's face it. That's what I am all about when it comes to makeup. But also a couple of other things. And I'm pretty sure if those items are not totally different than I am used to with those brands, I would definitely go for those. And yeah, that's about it. These were all the items. Let me know in the comments which are those items that you are very excited this year about, that you think are probably gonna come, but you don't know yet, but you think they're gonna come, and that you already like, yeah, if this comes, I'll pick that up. Like, I would like to know, maybe I still think like when you say that, like, true. This is also a really good idea, but I hope not, because I can only buy in total 24 items this year, only. And yeah, so I hope there are not too many releases where I'm like, I need this. Okay, let's wrap this up. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of videos. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, so we can see each other again in the next video. Bye bye!